The problem is you're counting too many.
Just don't count as high. It's fine.
Here it is. The season's on the line. 2 receivers. Touchdown!
All right, welcome to the Bush League Sports Show. We are the best B-rated sports show live on Facebook, not every Monday night in the summer, but 2 Monday nights out of June and July at 8:45. Also on YouTube. You can catch us on Instagram at BL Sports Show. I'm here in Studio 725 for the Slamma News Slamma Jamma Banana.
There it is.
Bonanza.
I know, but I changed it to banana because I thought it was going to be cooler, but then it came out. I was like, it wasn't, it wasn't as cool. So I apologize.
No, it's cool. I like it.
Thank you.
Because bananas are good. It's a good fruit.
I like bananas. Back to the pancakes. I started making these banana pancakes, and they're pretty good. So
Well, that was a record for fastest transition on Bush League to pancakes.
Picking up on our conversation from every episode before.
I don't know if anyone else is thinking it, but pancakes.
I have 3 thoughts in my life. Did I tell anybody about Jesus? Football, pancakes. And sometimes it's more pancakes than anything else.
just straight up pancakes.
I wake up and I go,
You just have this glazed look, just watching syrup drip over pancakes.
oh, I like the fact that this last week you're like, so on average, how many pancakes do you consume per week? And I had to think about it in order to count them up. Regardless, I'm here with Dr. Blake Graham. Pepper is feeling like a poop emoji today, so we just kind of scooted over. Stat guy is hanging out over there, looking up stats already because we have so much to talk about today. Produce is over there producing the show with his tattoos and his emo night shirt.
Because he has 3 shirts.
Because he is, count them, 1, 2, too many to count.
3. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's how we always count.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
Cool. Well, we're so glad you're here. We have missed you deeply over the last 4 weeks that we've not been on.
Yeah, I think it's been 4 weeks since we've been on air.
Oof. Hey, there's a picture of us.
We almost got canceled. Just kidding.
No. Who's going to cancel us? Mark Zuckerberg?
Probably.
Well, Zuckerberg can banana himself.
What?
It's going downhill quick.
And pause, rewind,
But let's get back to pancakes.
and play.
I'm gonna take a moment to collect myself and not say things that sound.
Or things that'll get us,
Yeah.
kicked off Facebook.
Yeah, that's what's going to get us kicked off.
This is actually a sports show. So far, we covered pancakes and Zuckerberg. I'm sorry. Do you want to give us the rundown?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
I should.
Guys, I'm super rusty.
You think you're rusty?
You just said something about a banana in a person.
I just got us kicked off the air.
I think we all are. So here's how I'm going to have to do this. I'm pulling up the rundown on the screen, and I'm going to read it just straight off of here.
Oh,
So Murray's putting on weight, much like me.
You're
Counting
not
calories.
fat.
But I'm getting back up there. That's my issue. Whoa.
No, you're
Count
not.
less
Hey,
calories.
you don't know what's reading on the scale, my friend.
You're right.
Numbers.
I don't know.
Because I while out. All right, let me just say that whenever it comes to food.
In his defense, he does drink all natural wines, which are probably high in sugar.
Yeah, I'm drinking a lot of wine, a lot of beer.
Well,
That'll do it.
they say that'll get you.
That will get you.
That'll get her.
Speaking of beer, Donkey Rogers can't pound one. I don't know what's funny.
Just you're funny.
Oh.
You're a funny human. When
I thought y'all were laughing at something else. I'm like,
No.
guys, I'm trying to read the rundown right now.
we're laughing at you reading the rundown.
Okay, cool.
Hey, can you read the rundown for us?
Mini camps are starting. We're still talking about Johnny Manziel. It's kind of annoying. I'm getting annoyed by it because he's not doing anything, but we keep talking about him.
Yet.
The only thing we talk about with Johnny Manziel is what he's about to do.
or about to not do.
Please rank
Yeah.
more.
And then we're also talking about Dak. There, that's my hot take, all right? My one hot take forever. Gosh, a lot of stuff we're talking about. We're also talking about MLB, Beltray, Pence. We're talking about four hit Jimmy Jackson. Okay. With the Nationals, Texas Tech, Big Pappy.
It's Poppy.
You
But
you
love it
produce
when you
a
call
sports
Whatever.
show, but that's fine.
Whatever.
No big deal.
I don't care.
not the bourbon.
Wow.
We're also talking about NBA and NHL on one ticket, on one thing, one rundown ticket. I don't know what it's called. And we're talking about soccer, and we're talking about Thailand spelled without an H.
Huh.
No, that's my bad. Because I started to spell Taiwan, and I was like, nope, Taiwan and Thailand are two different places.
Okay. Yeah.
Facts.
Indeed, they are.
My bad.
Agreed.
Ready for the geography quiz this year?
Yes.
Boom, it's coming. Shout out to our sponsors, Nike and Under Armour tonight for providing us with our footwear for the show this evening. I picked this one up in Dublin this last week. That's why it's green to represent Ireland.
Was that while you were staying at the Devlin?
That's where I was staying at. I stayed at best hotel in the city of Dublin is called the Devlin.
Facts.
Oddly enough, I took a Devlin while staying at the Devlin, while thinking about the fact that I was staying at the Devlin, taking a Devlin, and we had yet to speak about the name of the hotel and its relation to.
How did you not tell us that you were staying at a place called the Devlin?
How did you not tell me that you were engaged?
Saw that one coming.
Ooh. Ooh, yeah, good point.
Thank you. So, but I apologize. I was saving it for a moment that we could all celebrate in awe. Are you kidding me right now? You stayed at a hotel called the Devlin. So when I first looked it up and I was like, okay, best 4-star boutique hotels in Dublin.
Not 5-star.
No.
4-star.
Yeah, I always do 4-star. They're cheaper. And so,
Facts.
yeah, seriously, that's how I do it.
So I have one less.
And I'm
star.
reading through and I see the Devlin and I go, oh, yes, click.
There it is. That's the one.
You don't have to read anything about it.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was 6 months old and was a phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal hotel.
The only thing more surprising than that is that you're rocking checks over stripes right now.
Here's what happened.
What?
I fly from Dallas to London Heathrow Airport. And I'm walking around looking for food and a way to entertain myself at the airport. And I walk into a bookstore because you guys know I'm a big reader.
If there's one thing about Case,
Big book guy.
he reads lots of books.
I read one big book a year.
On average, how many books do you read in your lifetime?
6. So far, I've hit 5, so I don't have much left to fill the quota. Anyway, so I'm walking through. Well, Ryan is like, hey, do you want this book? Well, it's a Nike book. I didn't know about it.
Oh, Shoe
It's
Dog.
called Shoe Dog. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, sweet, I'll read that.
Wait, you
because
never heard about this book?
I had not.
Oh my gosh.
No,
Me neither.
Yeah,
So
it's a famous book.
I have been spending time in Adidas world for so long now that I didn't know what was happening outside of that. And so I sit down and for the next 7 days I read Shoe Dog and I was like, I gotta get some more Nikes. So I did. I was actually gonna buy a pair of Ultra Boost 19 in Copenhagen, but they marked the price up so high. I was like, I'm not buying them here. I'm gonna buy them in Dublin. And then I finished the book on the way to Dublin. I was like, I gotta get some Nikes. And so I did.
Produce is
Yeah.
disappointed.
I am disappointed.
I ran in my Ultra Boost today.
Yeah.
So I'm
But
I'm
there's
wearing
still-
both.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
here's the beauty.
Yeah, but there's still a check on that table.
When Phil Knight was trying to break into the shoe world and selling Tigers, he was like Adidas was the goal. Like that's where I'm trying to get. I'm never gonna get there. And now Adidas is chasing Nike, and it just like
Yep.
the fact that okay, Adidas is based over there in Germany, and then Nike's based in Oregon. Was like Portland or Germany. And then I was in Copenhagen riding a bike, and this guy's talking about World War II and how Copenhagen was like a doorway for Hitler to like launch stuff, and it was like a gateway for him, and how they just let him in. And I was like, I just don't feel right now supporting Adidas and that whole thing while I'm looking at this historical thing, and Nike's based in Portland. So there was a lot of things going on in my heart
Wow.
while that happened. And so I finally decided
I know.
I'm
Offer
gonna-
a pair of Vapor Max. Damn.
so that's what happened.
Somehow we got into World War II.
Hey,
First the show started with bananas that got us into pancakes, and now we talked about shoes and got to World War II.
here's what I want to know. This is what they told us. They're like, hey, listen, Denmark was neutral in World War II. Hitler knocked on the door and said, hey, we're going to come in. Like, we won't hurt y'all if you let us come in and launch our attack from here where we're wanting to go. And they said, okay, and opened the door. Now, there were some underground things like saving Jewish people and like getting them across, taking them to Sweden, stuff like that. Some cool things. But at the same time, I don't know how well it sits with me. If Hitler knocks on my door and says, hey, I want to camp here at your house, if I don't go, are you freaking kidding me? Like,
Well, he probably has more tanks than you.
I get it. But some things are worse than death, right?
I think he was coming regardless of if you open the door or not.
So what I'm saying is, are you okay with that? Would you pick up a gun and start shooting, or just say, okay?
I don't know.
That's what I'm asking.
I only have a bow and arrow. No
But you're
guns.
good with it?
Fair.
I'm better with a bow than I am a
I
gun.
don't have anything. I make music on my laptop. I don't have anything.
Hit him with a laptop.
He'll throw a cassette tape at him.
Hey, all you got to do is play Why Don't We Get a Cheap Table?
And world peace.
Yeah,
We're
World
good.
Peace, because it's a very peaceful
No problems.
song.
So that's why there's a Nike on the table tonight, if anybody's wondering.
Ooh, Tyson with World War shoe.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm going to thumbs up that. Like it. My sister's watching tonight. Shout out to my sister.
Hi, sister.
Hello, sister.
Rick Smith is on. He gave us the old pancake emoji post. So Rick Smith will actually be joining us soon on the show. He was going to join us on the Father's Day week, but he has to be out of town. He's going to Europe and taking his children.
For World War shoe.
Yes, so make sure Rick Smith and I were going back and forth on the Nikes and the different shoes that are good to rock. So he's also a fan of the Nike. Just saying.
Swoosh.
Swoosh. Did you know Phil Knight actually didn't like
No.
the name Nike?
I did not.
Yeah, he hated it.
Well, I wonder how that worked out.
Yes.
So after that,
Really well.
after
apparently.
reading that book,
Yeah.
it didn't convince you to go from pancakes to waffles.
No.
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 That's crossing a line.
How dare you?
Wow.
we have crossed the line.
I have set
Hey.
some standards in my life.
We've crossed the swoosh.
Here's the thing, kids. All important decisions are made. They're predetermined. Dang it. They're made predetermined. They're made beforehand. All your important decisions are made beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided early on in life, pancakes over waffles. I'm reading another book right now about Andy Neely. He's a boxer from Ireland. He's a world champion middleweight. Born in London, grew up in Ireland, and then won a world championship boxing.
I'm more of a waffle guy myself.
Dude, I am just so impressed with your subject transitions right now.
Guys, I went out of town, and I get educated when I leave. That's the only
my
time I'm
gosh.
exposed to the world outside of Instagram.
We
Only
go
time
from-
you get culture.
We go from pancakes versus waffles to middleweight boxing. Golly.
The fact that I'm reading about boxing, that ought to make you feel good.
I have a
Are you
little
going to
warm,
punch
fuzzy
me if I
feeling.
don't?
No, I'm expanding my horizons.
Is boxing a sport?
No.
Well, horizons unexpanded.
Consider
Count
those
those
horizons
ones.
unexpanded.
Lines have been drawn. All important decisions are made.
Predetermined.
Let's move on. Murray puts on some weight. The dude has... If you saw a picture of him lately, the last Instagram he posted that I saw, he looks like a little gorilla.
It looks
Not
like-
a little one, a big one.
It looks like they just pumped him full of air.
Yeah, he went like... So
It looks like he's trying too hard.
He's 208 right now, which is a pound more than Russell Wilson.
It's probably a little too big for his size.
Russell Wilson's 5'10". They're the same height.
Well, Russell Wilson looks cooler.
Agreed. I'll take that.
I think he wears the weight differently. I think half of it is his hair, though.
Russell's or Kyler's?
Kyler. He's got a full head of hair.
Facts.
That's
He does.
good, man. I would.
And a
I wish.
headband.
I wish I could rock a headband like that.
You can. I've seen you do it.
Yeah, but my hair just falls down.
So, just
Like I wish it was thicker.
use hairspray first and then put the headband on.
And then that gets in your eyes and makes you cry.
That's only when you sweat.
And I sweat every second of the day. I am sweating right now.
Are you really?
Check my
Oh,
armpits.
Yeah, you are. I see the glistening on your forehead. Can we get a close up of that? No, we can't.
Nah, it's all right.
What?
It's not worth the trouble.
You act like we have camera guys like zooming in.
Hey, so don't tell people we don't. See, look.
We need little red lights on our cameras too.
We named them at one time and I forgot their names. 1, 2, 3, and blue.
It was like something deuce and blue.
That's what it was. 1, Deuce, and what was 3? Trace. No,
Trey.
I don't know. Maybe it was Trey.
crap. We got to rename 1. Maybe not.
Nah.
Whatever.
Anyway.
Was it Ace maybe?
Yes. Ace, Poop, 3, and blue.
Poop.
Yeah. 2? Number 2?
Oh, okay.
Taking a deuce.
I got it.
Devlin?
All right.
Fine.
Devlin.
We'll call it Devlin. So there's
Ace,
Ace, Devlin,
Devlin.
3, blue.
I thought it was Trey.
No, it's just 3. We forgot, so we're going with 3. We don't care anymore. So Murray looks all right. Donkey can't pound a beer. So if y'all didn't see that clip, the Donkey Rogers was at what game was it at?
Milwaukee Bucks and Toronto Raptors.
So that was a semifinal game.
Yes, I thought you were about to say semi-pro. I was like, nope.
No.
That's the NBA
Yep.
case.
No.
Just because it's the East doesn't mean they're semi-pro.
My horizons expanded a little bit with basketball this year, more than before. So I learned that there was a team in Milwaukee called the Bucks.
Now
I
you
did
know.
not know that before. And I was a fan. I like their logo. It's cool.
They do have a cool logo.
So he's at a game, as well as one of his offensive linemen who's on the other side of the court, and they have a beer chugging challenge contest to which the lineman downs a beer in roughly 1 gulp.
And he did 2 of them.
He went, gone, and then pointed to the donkey. He went, donkey. I even saw him say it, donkey. Donkey then picked up his beer and was like, and then set it down, halfway gone, and then took another sip, and everyone booed.
Yeah.
And then they cameraed back to the O lineman, to which he picked up another one and went,
So there's 2 things.
Boom.
There was 2 things amazing about that video. Number 1,
Ace.
the offensive lineman wasn't just drinking a light beer. It was looking like this.
Yeah.
Take it back to Deuce to
Poop.
to Devlin.
Devlin.
All right. So this is an IPA, nice and thick.
And that's with
Hops.
2 C's.
2 C's or 3 C's?
Well, this is probably 3 C's.
That's 3 C, but he had a 2 C.
Comet hops. So it's 1 C.
Oh, just 1 C.
I didn't know what hops were before.
But they're a plant.
Yeah.
They're a crop that you put in beer.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
a cousin-
I learned that when I was in
Yeah. It's a
Europe.
cousin. It's a cousin of marijuana.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
They're in the same whatever.
I have a cousin.
Hey, alarms are about
What?
to go off on your phones probably.
We got weather.
Amber alert.
Ooh.
Maybe I should put it on
Find
full
that
blast
child.
and hold it up to the microphone. Should I do
Let's
that?
not do that. So, the offensive lineman was chugging something like this. It was a nice thick beer. So
Yeah.
that's hard to do.
Yeah.
These are hard to drink.
He's a man.
Number 2.
He's a man.
Number Devlin.
I'm a man.
He had 2 of them already at his seat.
Because he's a man.
Because he was ready to go.
And he weighs 330 pounds-ish.
Yeah, it looked
of
like
solid freaking muscle.
to him it looked like a
And beer.
Dixie cup.
Yeah, he drank a Dixie cup that's bigger than my head. Because I am a small size. I'm a fun size guy. He's the
If you were a
king.
candy,
If I was a Snickers bar, he would be the king size. I am the party size, fun size. I mean, come in a little pack.
like for trick or treaters.
This is me.
Here I am.
I'm just a peanut in the Snickers.
I can admit it. I'm not a big dude. I'm just not.
Same.
But the donkey should be embarrassed.
I'm embarrassed for the donkey. I even have a picture of the donkey on the bushy table right there, and I'm embarrassed for him. Now, we're going to keep that picture there because we like to talk trash about the donkey. Not because he's not a good quarterback. He is a good quarterback. Maybe the best of all time, except he's not. He's the best donkey of all time. I'll tell you that. The best donkey of all time in the NFL, Donkey Rogers. Hands down.
Yep.
I like it.
That's a fact, Chad.
That is a fact. Tyson does not consume hops, nor do I possess hops. Oh, the ability to jump. That is true. I would support that all day long. There are not many white guys coming out of Amarillo that can jump.
Not unless they're pole vaulters.
True.
Well, that's essentially like steroids.
Yeah, that's like fake jumping.
Yeah, if you have to use an external force to jump, then you're probably
You
white.
can't jump.
I have said this for many years. If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Pole vaulting is basically cheating jumping.
The essence of pole vaulting
I'm really
is
good at
we
I'm really
are
good at jumping.
cheating to jump higher. It really is. Like whoever wins is the guy that can cheat the best.
Somebody cheated once in the high jump, and they were like, we'll just make it our own thing.
Yeah.
Give them a long pole.
No, the short guys were at the high jump and they're like, crap, we can't win this.
So,
So what do? Get a pole.
get too long of a pole.
Get a pole. That's cheating. Yeah. If you could admit it, that's fine. If Brady came out and said, yes, I deflated those balls, would anybody be mad?
Yes.
Probably.
The entire world, because they hate him.
The ultimate goal is
Roger Goodell would be mad.
ultimate goal is
Yeah.
to cheat
He's
and
always
then
mad.
make it a rule in the thing that you're cheating in.
That you have to cheat.
Yeah.
In order to pole vault now, in order to participate in the event called the pole vault, which is not a sport, it's just an athletic event,
Fun fact.
I was a respectful participant. Here's why it's okay for me to qualify sports. I'm the only man alive that will take the event that he participated in, that I poured my heart and soul in, and say to you on the air, eye to eye, it is not a sport. It's not. It's an athletic event. That's why they call it the pole vault event.
Not the pole vault sport.
Yeah,
There you go.
So they don't, and that's all right.
Proof is
We're
in the
okay
pudding.
with that. And not only that, but we said after the inception of the event, like in order to cheat at the high jump, we're going to use a pole, and know what? We're going to make our own event because we can't win over here. So we're going to go make our own game over there, and you have to use a pole. Bring it, you high jumpers! Come on, you big lanky little guys.
The proof is in that crash pad.
the
No, that was good.
that was good. I like that.
I'm standing by
I
it.
don't know. I'll support you.
Thanks.
I'll back you up any day.
Thanks.
Do you remember the Crash Bandicoot?
The game?
No, the commercials.
What? The commercials for the
Yep,
game?
there were commercials for the Crash Bandicoot. It was pizza commercials.
What?
Y'all were babies.
That's very specific.
Y'all were babies.
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot was a
I know.
video game.
It was, but he also
PlayStation.
was a stuffed animal in commercials for pizza.
Hmm.
Again, y'all were babies.
Interesting. Are you sure there weren't any cousins to hops in your system?
I am not positive.
No. All right.
Except, no, I'm
Proof is
positive.
in the crash pad.
I have yet to have marijuana.
Cousins to
I
hops.
have not had that. I have, however, had CBD oil that I purchased from a doctor.
Nice.
That one
Me.
over there.
I got an email from this company asking if I wanted a guest post. So they have the CBD website, and
Yeah.
so they had seen that I had written something about CBD, so they asked if I wanted a guest post. My thought was they wanted me to write a post on their website. And I was like, yeah, just let me know what you want. They're like, no, you don't understand. We want to write for you. And I was like,
What?
absolutely not.
Excuse me?
What? No, you're not going to guest post on my website.
Cool.
I thought they were
That's
saying
odd.
that they were going to write something and then say that it was written by you.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
That's what they essentially were saying.
Yeah, that
we want to
is-
write and we want to put it on your site.
It's all weird.
That is weird.
Yeah.
So
The worst thing though recently that I've been getting is like these manufactured emails that they forget to plug my name in. So it says like, "Dear, your first name," but in parentheses it's like first name. Hey, first name,
Wow,
and this whole thing. I'm
That's-
like,
that's
that's-
personalized.
that is the best marketing you
At
could ever
least
do.
try. Try a little bit.
Yeah, at least
Try.
at least plug my name in for my name is on the email.
Yeah, there's
Hey, what's up, first name?
okay. Yeah, I'm reading that.
That is if an alien came down and just realized that we had multiple names, they'd be like, "Hello, first name."
Hello, first name.
Hello,
Blake.
first name.
Hello, first name Robert. Hello,
Last
name
Graham.
Middle name Blake.
Prefix Doctor. DCCC slash. How many digits you
Earthling.
got in front of your name?
In front of my name or
Yep.
after?
In front.
Digits or like
Well, 2.
prefixes?
I call them digits.
Interesting. I think those are just numbers.
Not in my world.
Well,
Doctor of Chiropractic 72235.
12979.
You
But
have to add your GPA plus how many patients you've seen. It changes all the time.
Okay.
that'd be confusing.
It would be, but whatever. Let's move on. Mini camps have started.
How do we get there?
I don't know. Oh, let's talk about
Pancakes.
Apparently Durant
pancakes.
already got hurt.
Yeah, well, this isn't NBA.
Popped his calf again.
Well, we'll talk about it when we get to NBA.
Just saying, hot news. It just came up. It was
So
on-
he's
it was
out?
a comment.
Dude, they're gonna
I'm
get.
responding to a comment.
It's gonna be over.
Well, they're winning right now.
They are winning.
Well, they were winning last night too, weren't they?
Nope.
The night
It was
before.
2 nights ago.
Yeah, excuse me. Sorry. My bad.
Mobby.
At least I know
3
who
nights ago, actually,
At least
because
I know who Kevin Durant is now.
That is true. Because basketball players need 3 days off. I'm gonna. You know what?
For what?
We'll get on that when we get to NBA.
Okay, cool. So mini camps have started. Odell Beckham has been absent for the OTAs except for one.
Which they are
With
optional.
Yeah, they are optional, and everyone was in support until I can't remember Kitchens. Freddie Kitchens came out the end of OTAs and said, they're like, what has he missed? And he's like, a lot, like the offense. And so
That was bad PR on his.
that was a dumb comment. That's his first stupid comment.
Like, you can think that, which I do agree. As you know, when a player moves teams, it's probably a good idea to go to at least a majority of OTAs.
Agreed.
I think it's good. It's good to get some reps in and get familiarized.
Familiarized.
There it is, with your teammates and the schemes before mini camps start. Like, you're coming in, you're a big deal. It's good faith to kind of come in and be like,
You're
hey,
kind of a big deal.
I'm gonna show up. And he's not a veteran yet. This is only his 4th or 5th year in the league. I don't know if that's technically a veteran, but I don't think until like your 6th, 7th year,
Will you look that up, please? Once you're not on your rookie deal anymore,
which he's not, because he got the extension.
He's on his 6th year. 6th year this year.
so he is a
So he's done
veteran.
5th.
Okay,
He's done 5.
He's definitely a
this
veteran.
this is his 5th year. Or
It'll be
he's-
his 6th year.
Okay,
Start of 14.
Do you had to read it?
yeah.
Dr. Graham is having some digit issues.
No,
I'm just
thank
looking.
right
What
now.
is the asterisk?
He's having some issues.
Digit
So there's
issues.
asterisks next to 2014, 15.
Selected to Pro Bowl.
Tyson Linarose.
Ah,
Kitchens will be a dumb comment factory as a head coach.
thank goodness. This is
Well.
what makes our show.
Here it goes.
If anybody knows about dumb comments,
It's this guy. Dr.
I
Dr.
know.
Dumb Comment.
That's what DC stands for. Dumb comment.
There you go.
Oh, now I'm getting a stitch in the old side. I've been laughing too much tonight.
Don't
Hey,
pass out.
If you haven't watched the show ever before, or if you're just being reminded now because we've been off the air for a month, we've given you the voice of the Bushies to be able to participate in the show. The whole point of the show, HOLEPOINTE, not ESPN's version, but ours. The whole point of the show is to be able to type your comments, like things, share your opinions as we talk about stuff that's over there on the rundown. When we're talking mini camps, when we're talking OBJ, we want to hear what you think. Should he be there? Should he not be there? I would want to be there. I don't
Yeah.
care how far I am in my career. Like, that's a fun time. Like, the day that we all walk back in the door, it's just fun. Like, it's fun.
Especially because it's optional, so it's not gonna. It probably isn't that hard.
Yeah.
I think there's probably rules on like what you can and can't do. Like the last day of OTAs, Denver just pretty much made a carnival. They brought out a dunking booth and put
The coach
Elway
in it?
They put
Oh,
Elway in there. So
even
they were
better.
So they were dunking Elway. So like, yeah, it's a good time. I always liked, and this was mandatory camp, but when we have our camp before football started, that was always a lot of fun. We'd have 2 days and we'd do a lot of stuff together.
Dude, football camp is a blast.
It is.
It is an absolute blast. I still get to go.
Yeah, and that's what mini camps.
Derb gets
are.
to go this year, too. Oh, me and
Uh-oh.
Derb at camp. Oh,
we-
dear goodness.
Can we do a show there?
Absolutely.
Sweet.
I got to run it by coach first.
Okay.
It's gonna be a no.
And you know who else didn't
Oh,
show
hey,
up
man,
to?
he'll take it. He'll like it.
You know who else didn't show up to OTAs? Le'Veon Bell.
He did a
Not at all.
Nope, he didn't go to OTAs.
big surprise.
Okay, I am officially taking a stand now. I am no longer a fan. I am done.
But ESPN made a big deal that he showed up to the first day of mandatory camp. I'm like, that's the name, mandatory. They have to be there. Otherwise, he forfeits his contract.
Dude,
Like you have to show up.
here's what it's 9 workouts. 9 workouts.
And he's a year removed.
If you're saying things like, no, I've got my own routine, I'm going to go do. If you can't carve out 9 days out of your, like, you didn't prepare good enough. You should have started your own self-preparation earlier in the offseason instead of taking a month off and sitting on the couch and playing Madden 19 because your picture's on the front. Like, rather than doing that, you should have started early so that you could have said, hey, like, I'm going to be done with my part so I can walk in the door. I mean, the new kids are there. Like, what a great time to walk in, be able to mess with the new guys.
And like I said, Le'Veon was a year removed from football. Has not been on
A
the
full
football
year.
field. And is now on a new team and does not show up for a practice until he absolutely has to. I think that just, to me, that shows his character.
Or lack thereof.
Yeah.
Well, I think to attack a man's character,
Okay, that's probably
it's a little deep.
His football character.
His commitment
To
to
the
the
team.
team in football. I'm
That's
good
what I
with
mean.
that.
I don't think he's a bad
Yeah,
dude.
we can attack that. That's fine.
I don't think he's a bad dude. I think his attitude towards the team is not very, from what he's showing to the public, is not very good. He might be the best teammate behind the scenes, but to me, first
Clearly,
off,
that's not true.
if I was on the Jets, I'd be a little PO'd.
I'd be a little leery right now.
Be like, oh, now you want to show up when you have to? We've all been putting in work, especially with a new coach, new schemes, and you're on a new team, and you haven't been playing.
New uniforms.
New
New
unis.
uniforms.
Maybe put on the new unis.
Hey,
That's why I'd show up.
Clean, fresh unis.
that was one of my arguments I was going to
Break
make.
in the new cleats.
I would show up just to go. I get to wear the new stuff now. I'm gonna spend 9 days planning that.
Just get a little test run
That's
in.
just what I'm gonna do. I think
Probably sleep in your uniform the night before.
yes.
It's definitely going to be set out.
It's gonna. I lay them out before the Turkey Bowl, 3 days in advance. Here's my problem. I think the guys that are doing this don't like the game that much. Like, they're forgetting the fact that this is you're a grown man being paid to play a game,
Yep. It is entertainment.
and it's supposed to be like, I know it's brutal because it's football, but at the same time, you're making those guys at that level, not everybody, but the guys at that level are making millions.
And that was Le'Veon's point, was his whole point, HOLEPOINTE, was that I'm going to get it guaranteed. And he got it guaranteed and didn't show up.
Hey,
Put in the effort.
guarantee my money, and I'm going to guarantee you I ain't showing up.
Until I have to.
What? I mean,
It's a little thing that goes a long way. It really does. Like you said, it's 9 practices.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And you're now part of the New York Jets. You get to go to New York City, and what do you get there? Pancakes.
Case is in. That's it. We're ready to go.
If I had my choice, that would be it. That's what I would be doing. But I'm not. I would have showed up early. I would have had the restaurant bring the pancakes for the rest of the team. I would have sponsored a breakfast meal day 1 of pancakes.
Boom.
That's a good teammate.
That would have gone a long way right there.
That would have been huge. Why am I not his PR help guy?
Reach out.
Hey, bro, just I'm gonna help you just for a second. You don't have to pay me.
People think you're a canoe.
I-
Let's change that.
I'm gonna help you take the canoe and get
Definitely
it on
not
the
a
lake
wagon.
and row it across to the other side where your team's at.
And then he's going to get out of the canoe and push that out into the water.
And we're gonna burn it, just like the Vikings.
Give it a Viking
Ooh. Effigy.
funeral. But it's just a canoe
It's just the canoe.
on fire.
We're gonna fill the canoe up with marshmallows and light it on fire. Why marshmallows? I don't know, because when I was thinking about shooting a lit arrow, I was thinking about a marshmallow on the end.
Yeah, but then you can't retrieve it. What a waste of a marshmallow.
That is a waste. We're not going to shoot marshmallows.
It's
That's
also a
dumb.
waste of a canoe.
No, we'll burn the canoe, just not the marshmallows. Remember that
Priorities.
Remember that time we sank the canoe?
Yeah, I do.
You know, when I say we, I mean Josh Music. Shout out, Josh Music.
He just graduated.
He sure
Congrats.
did. Congrats, Josh.
Same with his sister.
If you're not following the White Boy Dreads on Instagram.
White dreaded boy.
There it is,
White,
White
boy,
Dreaded Boy.
White boy dreaded.
White Boy
God.
Dreaded
Guys,
man,
you guys know
51.
his Instagram handle?
No.
Neither did I.
It says White Boy in Dread
Yeah, I
somewhere,
know.
somewhere in there. And then in the bio it says number 51.
2.
That's what I meant. Is it 52?
It might be 51.
Will you stat that, please? Because I'm pretty sure it's 51. If there's one thing I remember, it's numbers.
Digits.
but not when they count.
Yeah, except when they matter. I don't remember those.
There's
51. You're right.
in your defense, there's only 2 numbers that matter. 2 ones next to each other. All right.
Well, moving on. So Manziel says, I would really be interested in the XFL, particularly the Dallas team and the Houston team. What a shock that he's interested. Did you know the guy for the
Comeback season.
Antoinettes? Is that right?
Uh-huh.
Antoinettes in Canada? That dude got fired. The coach for the Antoinettes.
That's unfortunate.
Over the Manziel fiasco.
Of course.
Manziel was 2-5.
Of course. He
2-5.
probably deserves it.
And they said 2-5. They kicked him out, and somebody said, "Is the NFL the next stop?" No, it's not. No,
That journalist should be fired.
agreed.
If you can even call that person a journalist. That's
We're not
probably
gonna. We're
a
gonna call
blogger.
that person a. We're not even gonna deal with it. We're gonna move on. So, uninvited to the show. If you're that person that wrote, please unfriend us, unfollow us, and don't watch the show ever again. Your voice of the Bushies has been revoked.
Wow.
Gone.
Everybody has a
So-
voice, but you.
You. Sorry.
Should we have a whiteboard and just start putting names on there of people who are uninvited?
We don't know your name, but you wrote this article.
This person. Boop. Nameless.
Dak is
'cause we
looking
don't know
for
it.
a new deal. We talked about this maybe 6 weeks ago, 5-6 weeks ago, over the text, and you were saying, should he get top 5 money? I was saying no, and then you were arguing, man, he's like a top 5 guy.
Well, I was making an objective. I personally, I don't think he should. I don't think he is a top 5. However, his numbers are showing that he is. And with Russell Wilson's deal that came out, and he is semi-comparable to Russell Wilson on numbers in the last 3 seasons.
Except for the Super Bowl things.
Last 3 seasons.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Like if you look at production, he's right there. And Russell, yes, he did give them a Super Bowl, but
Small
know,
detail. Who cares about that?
It's
Almost.
it's
Not
okay.
important.
He was on the doorstep of, he was on the 1 yard
Yeah.
line of number 2.
But another guy who just got paid and is now the highest paid person in the NFL is Carson Wentz. And Carson got a huge extension.
I would like to take a moment to express my feelings on this.
Please do.
I thought it was going to
Those
be
are
louder.
good feelings.
That was wet.
It was a fart that came out of my mouth. I would like to thank Philly for being stupid. I would like to take this moment to extend a Bushy congratulations and thank you and condolences all in one package to say you may be the dumbest franchise in existence.
What's dumber? New York trading OBJ to throw their weight behind Dumbface Manning, or signing Carson Wentz to a long-term deal after he had one good season.
I'm going to say Philly's decision was dumber because Odell was causing so much drama in New York. Like, we saw that coming. The writing was on the wall, and it took longer than it probably should have.
Well, except they had
And
signed him to a long-term deal and just flushed cash down the toilet.
that part was stupid, I agree. Flushing is... anytime you flush money, that's dumb. Like if you were to get your wallet out right now and put money in the toilet and push the flush button,
Bad idea.
that's not really like an entrepreneurial spirit. That's the opposite.
But
of that.
Philly is like piling their money, and then they're gonna set it on fire.
Yeah, they've created a mound to then set on a guy that has one good knee, and wait till
And
the
a
other
bad
one
back.
crumbles.
Like I said, he had 2017 was his like good season, and they ended up going to the Super Bowl. They probably still would have won had he still been at the helm. Nick Foles came in, stepped up, did a great job.
Yeah, big time. Actually, he's better with the team than Wentz is.
Carson Wentz was. The other 2 seasons he has played, which he has not finished a full season, and he has a losing record in those other 2 seasons.
Yeah. Pay him. Thank you. Make the division weaker. We appreciate it.
I don't get it. And what's his contract? Stat guy.
It is
4 years,
122,
128.
and it has escalators to get to 144 or 148.
Yeah. So what's his average cash?
33.
They did it really weird.
What's the signing bonus on it?
They haven't. No, actually, it's not completed on here
Yeah.
yet. 4 years,
He's
120.
getting 22 million in 2020.
But he got his average salary is 32, and he got 66 guaranteed at signing. Total guaranteed is 107. Wow.
A lot of guaranteed money.
That this is what I'm saying though. This is good for Dak, because Dak's agent probably smiled when that came out, going, "Hey, this guy who who is injury prone and barely has a winning record. Dak is really good compared to this guy."
The only problem is Dallas is not, and I will credit Jerry Jones this one statement.
That's it.
Jerry, wrap this one up, put it in a frame, put it on your office wall, because it will never happen again. To Jerry's credit, he is not pushed around or influenced by what's happening around him. Whether it's smart or stupid, he's not influenced.
That is true. I don't think they're going to come around and all of a sudden pay Dak this kind of money.
No.
And I don't think Dak personally will want that. I think he is much more of a team player. I think his agent is probably the one that's really pushing a lot of this.
Well, riddle me this, Batman. If somebody walked in the door tonight and they said, "Listen, guys, we really like this show. It's top quality. Of all the B-rateds,
Obviously.
this is B-rated best," which is why we rated it B, because there's no cool word for A. Like awesome, that's not great. So it's a B-rated. And they were to say, "Listen, Blake, here are the options. We're going to give you $100 million to keep doing the show. Like, we're going to pay the other guys too, just not that much.
Okay.
But we're going to give you $100 million. Or here's your other option. We could take that $100 million and we could divide it between the 5 of you. And so you're going to get $20 million instead of $100 to do the show. Would you say yes to the 100 or yes to the 20?
It's a guaranteed money.
Yeah.
The 100 million is guaranteed.
Yeah.
See you fellas.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry, we're not that good of friends.
so that's what I'm getting at.
However, I also know I couldn't do the show without you guys. And that's football right there.
I'm gonna say this on air. If somebody offered me that, I would divide up the 5, and I would say, because at the inception of the
You made
show,
Dr. Blake look
I
good.
said, guys, we're all agreeing, like nobody's gonna take more of anybody else. Like we're gonna everybody owns an equal share, and that's how we're breaking it up. The only way to keep this thing together when we get big, not if, but when that money starts rolling in and we start just giving it away to people, is for us to stay in that tight knit. So if you want to divide us, offer him money. If you don't, come on over here.
Well, guys, now I feel really bad.
You should.
That's why I asked about the guaranteed.
So the point I'm trying to prove is I think
You're better than me.
Is Dak no?
Yep.
Is Dak
Is that what you're just telling me? You think you're
Facts.
better than me?
Yeah, you can leave now.
I don't have to. No, I don't think that. I don't.
Mandelbaum.
There are certain things that I think I'm better at than you are, but there are things that you're better than me at than I am. like speaking in understandable sentences.
No, you know I can't do that.
I just said better than me. I didn't say good. I said, all right, let's move on.
Do
What
you
were
not
we
remember
talking about?
Daily Dose of Slam?
Yes, you're bad at jokes. That's for darn sure.
I can't think of a punchline to save my life.
You can't, but you know who can tell a joke?
Produce. Produce, tell us a joke.
No.
Good one.
Can we have a joke segment next week?
Oh man, I gotta write material.
Yeah, like let's do 90 seconds. Is that long enough or you need longer?
That's a long time.
Dang. How about 7?
All right, 7 seconds. Deal.
11. Can we do 11 seconds?
I'm down for 11.
Great. We'll take it.
All right.
On to the MLB. We got hats off to Beltre. The Rangers retired number 29 Saturday night.
Yes.
Saturday night. And they're also doing a bobblehead of Pudge on the 22nd. So those kind of two big events that took place. Beltre, we hats off to him when he retired, and yet another one for the retirement of the number. No one else in a Rangers uniform will ever wear number 29 again, and rightfully so. No other man can hit a bomb off his knee the way that Beltre can.
And nobody can touch his head.
Nobody.
Except for Elvis.
And that's just comical. So, again, Beltre, thanks for all the years of baseball watching fun that we had. Appreciate you. Pence is coming in hot, dude. Hunter Pence is freaking raking the ball right now.
Hunter Pence has the most awkward swing I can watch, and yet he can crush it.
When you see Hunter Pence, do you think baseball player or do you think librarian at the Dinosaur Museum?
Like he should have a vest on and
In a bow tie.
Yeah, vest and a bow tie and dusting off dirt from dinosaur bones. Like that's Hunter Pence.
Yeah, that's why we call him Hunter Bow Tie Pence.
If he was running on adrenaline.
Agreed.
Like if he had like 200 cc's of adrenaline pumped into his veins and was also kind of nerdy.
Well,
Hunter
he
Pence
looks that way. But, however, he has revived. Like the last 2 years, his stats have been down at the plate. They are far beyond what they've been the last 2 years at bats with the Rangers right now.
Yeah,
So he's doing well.
Why he is not... I don't know why he's not the DH every game. Or why is he not an outfielder? Is he just because he's getting older? He just doesn't want to play that much anymore?
No, because
He's
the
not-
Rangers are stupid.
Well, that's probably the actual reason.
1 year, $2 million.
Gosh, he's so underpaid.
cheap.
He's because they put him to
nothing.
a AAA. They and this is the problem with MLB right now, and this is why there's going to be a strike. They
Like strike 3?
They know that they can do this to these veterans. They're not signing veterans to these contracts anymore. They're putting them on AAA contracts.
Yeah,
There's another player I know who I was working with, and the same thing. Like he's a veteran, been playing for 9-10 years, and was unsigned because teams kept offering him AAA contracts. And he's going, no, I've been
Not
playing in the
taking that.
league for so long. Like I deserve X amount of dollars. Like that's in our CBA. The problem is they don't have to offer the minimum. They can offer you
a minor league deal.
these minor league deals with incentives put on it.
I've seen more
Cheap.
I've seen more news flashes that so and so signed to a minor league deal, and they're and not coupled with this team is bolstering their outfield. Wait, what? Like you just strengthened your outfield because you signed a guy to a minor league deal?
Yeah, because they put them
Okay.
Yeah, it's stupid. Just pay them.
Pay them, MLB. You got the money.
They've got so much.
You play
money.
162 games a year.
And their TV deals are massive.
Pay the men to play. It's grown men being played.
What? Didn't the Angels sign like
What?
a
They're
three?
being played.
Yeah, they are.
They're being played to play a
Getting
game.
played. They just played themselves.
They playing all over the place.
Congratulations, you just played yourself. The Angels signed like a $3 billion TV deal, which is why they could pay Trout
$1 billion.
half
Close enough.
$500 million.
So,
One eighth of their contract.
I
is going to
loved how people were like, man, Trout wouldn't take that kind of money. He's a team player.
Trout.
He deserves it.
But he was loyal. He was loyal to his
The
team.
week before, they're like, he wouldn't take it. He's a team player. He took it. He deserves every penny. Every penny.
Well, the Angels were smart and got ahead of this. And whoever his agent isn't as selfish as Scott Boras.
His agent is rich.
Oh,
His agent just retired. Congratulations.
If he gets
Trout's
1/10, yeah,
agent.
man. If he got 1/10 of that, that's about $40 million.
He went fishing and caught a big old trout.
See ya.
Oh, good one.
Thanks. Wasn't a joke. I'm just being serious. Nats go 4 Jimmy Jacks in a row against the Padres for only the, I think, 7th time in the history of baseball that this happened.
No, I thought it was more than that.
I don't know.
But it's
4 in a row.
It was the first time since the Nats had done it,
Yeah, against.
because they were the last time. They were the last team to do it.
The Padres have had it happen to them twice. The only team in baseball that's happened to. Who happen to be the father club of our favorite baseball team in the nation, the Amarillo Sod Poodles. So on to our Sod Poodle update.
It's happened 9 times. But this is the 9th time it's happened.
It was the 9th time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I was close. But it happened within 7 pitches.
Which that's crazy.
That's insane. Are you ready for Sod Poodles? Nope.
I sure am.
Yeah, let's wait it out.
Hmm.
Texas Tech goes to Omaha.
Oh, the
Congratulations to the Red Raiders.
The Nationals
And our
did less, too.
boy Caleb Killian.
We'll get there in a minute.
He has no social cues.
Not at all. Cues in a show?
No.
Why would he? He's a producer.
I'm gonna tell you.
You might laugh and point and say, oh lordy, man, their name's insane. But you won't be laughing when you get beat down by the sod poodles.
The Sod Poodles. That's right. They're called the Sod Poodles.
You won't be laughing when you get beat down by the sod poodles.
So Tatis
Junior.
Jr. makes a debut with the Sod Poodles. Guys, I'm from Amarillo, but sometimes I act like I'm from Boston or other places or nowhere. Regardless, so he makes his appearance. He played a couple games, I think, with the Sod Poodles.
Yeah, he was injured and was just doing an injury stint with them.
So when I saw that, I went back and I was just kind of looking at different guys who were playing different positions. And then I was going through rosters and stuff and going through the Padres. I know we're on the Sod Poodle update. I'll get back there in a minute. But with that specifically, the Padres don't list a third baseman on their website on their roster.
No,
I am confused.
because
Help.
when they signed Manny Machado is
Machado.
a shortstop / third baseman. He really
He's-
is a utility player.
He's more of a third baseman than he is a shortstop
He
in
has-
terms of how many innings he's
he has
played at the position.
Correct. But when Tatis was injured, didn't he then Machado moved to shortstop?
Probably.
I don't know. I have not watched.
I didn't watch. But the fact that they don't list Machado as the starting third baseman and Tatis as the starting shortstop,
It's weird.
it's very strange. I don't understand right now. I'm supportive,
I mean, I feel like they should.
understandably.
They've got a third baseman they should put up. Just saying.
Hudson Potts, number 1 in our hearts. I don't know what number he wears. Do you know?
No, I actually don't know.
Okay.
I probably should know.
You ought to know that one.
My bad.
But we haven't actually seen him play, so that
No.
makes it difficult.
They're coming back into town. Or did we already miss it?
No, they come back.
End of the month. I
Yeah, they
think.
come back the end of June.
Okay, we do have to go.
we
then.
we are going. We would love it, Sammy, if you would respond to any of our messages that we've been sending, shamelessly. But well, I mean, we'll just keep pinging you. We'll
He wears,
wait it
number,
out.
he wears number 10.
The definition of perseverance is continuing on a certain path, not being deterred regardless of past failures or obstacles faced. So, Sammy,
Oh,
still coming, buddy.
that was an actual definition.
You're
That
welcome.
path leads straight to Amarillo.
Yep.
Oh,
does.
never mind. I'm turning around.
That's hurtful. Just a
But
little
true.
bit. No, I'm going back.
Oh.
I like Amarillo. They have decent pancakes. My mom makes them. She
Yeah.
also makes these homemade donuts. Dear goodness. Woo.
I tried to make homemade donuts once.
How'd that go?
Did not go well.
Actually, Destin and Jamie are staying at my parents' house tonight.
Oh,
exciting.
Yeah, coming back from Colorado, stopping at Mom and Dad's. So I don't know if she's making the donuts or not. If you guys are watching, ask for the donuts. Sorry, Mom.
For the donuts. I'd ask
My
for the
bad.
donuts.
Okay, so anyway, Sod Poodles they're doing okay. We're not the best. We're not the worst. There's a song by Alabama that's kind of about it's about a AAA team, minor league thing, but ours is AA, but it still kind of fits. So we only care about hot dogs and relish and beer
Amen.
and watching the boys hit it deep. So Go Sod Poodles.
Go
Saudis.
Sadi sounds not like a poodle.
No, that's a little weird.
It's kind of strange. It seems like it's a little irreverent.
Yeah.
I like the poodles. Let's go, puppies. Yeah. And then when I said it out loud, I was like, crap. Some things you can't take back.
Yeah.
Can't get that one back.
Everything
My bad.
on the air.
My bad. Okay, so best witches to wish. Wow.
Uh-huh.
Let's try that again.
I'm taking a moment to recognize.
Hey, take two.
Too many moments have been taken.
In all seriousness, best wishes to Big Papi, who got shot in the Dominican Republic yesterday or the day before.
It was yesterday.
So apparently, the surveillance is not going to be released good.
No, it was.
Oh, it was released?
Yeah, I saw the
thought
video.
it wasn't.
I saw the video.
Okay, I saw a tweet that said it wasn't going to be released.
No, it was released because it's the Dominican Republic and anything
Okay.
happens there.
He
Yeah,
got
he was
shot in the back?
Yeah, he was sitting there talking. He was talking like you and I would be talking. A guy just walked up behind him
Dang.
and popped him
Not cool.
right in the back. It went clean through him and actually hit the guy in front of him. And then that guy, the guy who shot him, the crowd around there right after it happened, like attacked him. So they apprehended him.
So they got him.
Beat him until the cops got there.
I'm surprised
He
they
had
didn't
to go.
shoot him.
He had to go to the hospital before he was detained.
Wow.
Because of injuries to his head, throat, and other parts of his body.
I'm surprised he survived.
Yeah,
that
he's
beating.
Big Papi's a big deal in the DR.
He's a big deal in the States.
He's a big deal. Yeah, like
think about how big
Boston,
of a deal he is there.
Yeah, in Boston, he is revered as one of the greatest athletes that Boston's ever seen, and he's not from here. So, yeah, he was flown today from Dominican Republic to Boston. The Red Sox are like taking over this. They're like, nope, we're bringing him here.
Okay.
And so he's in stable condition. I think they said he woke up and is doing good. It's good prognosis. So, yeah, we wish him a speedy recovery, and
absolutely
he'll return back to talking on MLB Live because he's hilarious.
Dude, Big Papi's awesome. So showing our support tonight with our Boston hats.
No, with yours.
Yeah.
Oh, you both. Oh,
yeah.
Guys, thanks for the heads up. Also, I don't have one.
Derby's got one on. So, well,
we out here.
We didn't actually even have to discuss it. It's kind of how it works.
Dang.
So,
ouch.
We'll actually. Am I playing second this year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're playing short and second now, together. We used to play on the same side. Now we're middle infield together.
Thanks for the invite, guys. Jeez.
I invite you to sub all the time. You always never respond.
You've invited me one time this year.
You didn't respond. I didn't like that.
Well,
Interesting.
He did.
Interesting.
In his defense, he said, "I invite you all the time," which is singular, and you never respond. So that's all true. Everything that got said was true. I bought new pants and cleats. I was so excited.
Of course you did.
Season got pushed back another week, by the way.
It did?
Mhm.
When does it start?
Hopefully the week after Father's Day.
Come
Because
on.
the rain, we still haven't played playoffs for this season yet.
Well, let me know if you need a fill-in.
A felon?
Ready to go. Fill in.
Let me know if you need a felon.
Well, I commit quite a bit of.
Hey, hey,
What?
I don't know if you should admit that on the
if
I'm
you ever
saying on the softball field.
if
I
you ever need
commit
a fill
offenses.
in, we got a fill in.
We do
Old Crawford.
Old Crawford.
Ooh.
False. NBA Game 5
He
is
was a fill-in.
on right now. Give us an update on Game 5.
Ooh, let me see which.
Which
it
tab?
is, honestly. 82-73, Golden State's up with 2 minutes and 49 seconds left in the third quarter.
There's still a lot of basketball left because
Lots of
nothing matters
basketball.
till the fourth quarter anyway.
You know,
Last 7 seconds.
every
take
single game
hours.
has been won in the fourth quarter.
True.
Every daggone one of them.
Every last one. Of them.
Except for the ones that there's a run rule in the lower levels of life.
Yeah.
So
Apparently Durant is injured again. He came back tonight and apparently already hurt his calf.
yeah, I was reading
Yes.
an article today that
That's correct.
Golden State would not be Golden State, the dynasty, without Durant.
Mm.
Even though believed before the finals that wasn't true, they now are believing much more that is the case.
There was also other injuries involved in the finals. So Looney was injured. Iguodala got injured in Game 2, I believe,
the fact
as well.
that you can say that name,
And
well.
Klay Thompson hurt his hamstring. He was out in Game 3.
They've had all kinds of
Yeah.
bumps and bruises. And
So
Durant's been out the whole time.
right.
That's a lot of guys.
So I don't think this all hinges on Durant's injury. I think it is a big portion, but they're still deep without him. So I think if they didn't have him, they would still be fine. But I do think injury does change your mindset, and you're always kind of wondering, like, is he going to be back?
Right.
So that it's tough.
So
Their run may be over because he may not be coming back to Golden State. We don't know.
do you think does that in there?
Sorry, were we boring you?
NBA bores me. No.
Same.
Not really. Whatever. When you yawn, it's just a lack of oxygen right now. It's not because you're bored. It's just because your body's like, I need more. So it sucks it in there.
Hashtag science.
You're a doctor. Is that true?
You doctor.
I was just short on some oxygen right there as you were explaining that.
Guys, I think I'm about to be short on some oxygen as well. I just feel it coming on.
It is contagious.
Yawning is scientifically proven to be a shortage of oxygen, and it's contagious because
You're taking all the oxygen now. I'm
rather
short
than me
it.
conserving syllables, I'm sucking oxygen out of the room. Sorry, guys, my bad. There's only one guy left.
And I'm trying not to.
Yawn.
Nope.
Yawn.
Nope.
It's gonna happen.
I'm not going to do it.
Okay, so
Stop it. Stop it.
there's an obligatory.
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 I am considering.
Obliques.
I am considering a change of career to be a Googleizer. And with that said,
Yawn.
LBJ, the man himself, it says we have to talk about him. I don't know what to say. What, you got something?
Contractual.
Okay.
It's from our sponsors.
We did it.
We have to do it.
So to all of you out there considering using us as a sponsor, that's how well we present you. You're welcome. So,
we will do it hesitantly.
so LeBron will be waiting for your check in the mail. We talked about your sorry butt on the show once again. Even though we respect you deeply as a human being, as a basketball player, we all question your commitment to your teammates because you try to sell them all the time. So,
That was poetry.
yeah, thanks. Game 7 tomorrow
Quack.
in Boston with the
Quack.
NHL.
Quack. Quack. Wait, what is this?
That's actual quacking.
I like it better. I like it better.
All right, y'all continue with your quacks.
I'm good. I can live with that. Thank you.
I can't quack that good.
No, that's our quacking new quacking transition to NHL hockey. Game 7 is tomorrow. It's in Boston. The Bruins are going to take this thing home and walk out of the ice rink holding the cup full of beer while they douse themselves repeatedly.
I don't think that's how that works. Have you ever seen a hockey championship?
No.
Who are they playing?
St. Louis Blues.
Oh, the music notes.
So I am pulling for Boston because I can't stand either team.
Let's go Blues.
But if there's one team I can't stand more, it's the St. Louis Blues.
Okay.
He's just going opposite of me.
I'm not consistent on my hockey teams.
I can live with that. I'm totally fine with it. Yeah. Bother me at all. I'm not consistent with how I judge football players. There's no common thread or sensical explanation for why I like or don't like anybody.
So there is something that should be mentioned about Boston. So
Should be.
Chara, one of their defensemen, who is 6'6", 6'7",
Big
he's
guy.
from Russia. He took in Game 5. It was either Game 4 or Game 5. I can't remember. He took a puck to the face, broke his jaw, and played 2 days later.
That's a man. What's his name? Chara.
Zdeno Chara.
Zdeno. Seriously? Zdeno Chara.
Is that
Hats off to you.
Chara?
You are a man.
Yep. Zdeno Chara.
Zdeno. That's legit.
Yeah, he watched
Whoever
this
said
boom!
hockey players aren't athletes doesn't know hockey players.
Wasn't that
Whoever
you?
said hockey was a sport doesn't know the definition of a sport.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he took
You
that
see it?
hard. Case wants to see. Oh, all right. Rewind. Ready?
Ooh. And he just
Spit
got up
blood
and spit.
and boom. Puck
Bro
to the face.
Cephas.
Oop, slow motion. Here you
slow-mo.
go. and yeah,
Wow.
Come on,
broke
Cooper,
his jaw. Now he just wears a protective covering
Of course
over
he
his
does.
jaw.
He just wears a mouthpiece.
Because it's hockey players and they are crazy, and they will play through anything.
maybe not.
Quick note: Steph was also sick for Game 2 of the finals. Just throwing that out there because Tyson said it because he was using the voice of the Bushies. We appreciate you, TL.
Yes. he was.
And so,
It's like,
dude, that's
wow.
legit, man. That's a man right there.
Yep.
Respect.
He's a very large man too.
Who's gonna win this game?
I hope
The Blues.
Boston. I hope
The
Boston.
Blues.
But for reals, like as a hockey assessor,
Whoever has more points at the end of the
Who look
third.
up who is favored.
That-
So just click on there. Let's
that's
see.
a true stat guy right there.
I do what I can.
Does it?
I'm
does
out
it give
here
us the
speaking-
odds?
Speaking truth.
Games are decided based off of
So
points.
it's game 7. So this is it.
Yeah.
It's 3-3.
The-
It's
This
in
is
Boston.
it, guys. The playoffs have gone like that. It only took 3 months. Hockey playoffs
Bruins
are
are
so
favorites.
long.
Well, Bruins open as favorites. So
It's been going on for like
for
what?
game 7.
Half a year now?
yeah.
All right. So
Like
Like
Bruins.
what? Like 2-3 years?
Like in 2018, we were like, all right, we're at the semifinals. Finally.
Okay. Bruins are minus 165.
Okay, so it's
It's pretty close.
pretty darn close.
It should be a really good game. Like if you're gonna watch a hockey game at all,
If you're going to watch a hockey game this season,
watch.
this is the
tomorrow.
one to watch.
Literally everything is on the line for this game. There is no games after this. This is it. 2 really good teams.
This is why you should be an announcer, because you're so good at seriously stating the stupid obvious.
Yes. I am Joe Buck.
No, don't you dare.
You're right. I should not have said that.
Kids, self-deprecation is not the way to go.
But it's funny.
It sometimes, but not like this. If anybody,
Not when old JB is mentioned.
dude, I ain't even
The
gonna
cap
do
is
it.
down.
Whatever.
There's a reason why Joe Buck sucks is the thing. That's all I'm going to say for
There's a
that.
reason. There's a reason. Okay, so Game 7 is tomorrow at what time?
I believe 8 Eastern.
Is it on? Can we get it on the YouTube thing?
Yes. 8 Eastern.
7
8
p.m.
Eastern, 7 Central.
Okay. So I can watch it on the YouTube thing.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Phenomenal.
Log in.
I'll be.
Cool.
Doubt it.
And so game 6 was last night in St. Louis, and St. Louis papers accidentally printed off congratulations this morning,
That's awesome.
even though they lost 5-1.
Dang,
even
that was
better.
not even a close game.
and you know where Joe Buck's from?
Dang, their losses have been big. They lost 7-2 as well.
Yeah. So when the Bruins get hot, they'll beat down the Blues. And the Bruins are going to be home.
They are going to be home in Boston.
Now the Blues are better on the road. That's what makes this tough. That's why it's hard to say one way or the other who's actually going to win. Like I said, I'm pulling for Boston as much as I can't stand Boston. I don't think Boston needs another championship. They've won enough.
I'm pulling for Boston because I'm a Boston fan.
But I hate St. Louis.
I'm good with that. I like Boston because I like Boston, the city.
Boston's a cool city.
I'm a Celtics fan.
I just want the music notes to win.
I'm also a Brooklyn Nets fan
Because of pancakes.
because of pancakes. I'm good with that. I used to pick my my teams based off of uniforms. Now I pick them off of pancakes. Figured I'd mix
That
it
is
up a little
the
bit.
dumbest arbitrary thing you could ever pick a team for, but it works for
That's
you.
fine. I won the NCAA bracket pick'em from the Bushy challenge.
Based on pancakes?
Nope.
Oh.
Based on uniforms.
Well, we'll see how your pancake
I don't
theory
know.
goes.
I don't know. Regardless, anything else you want to share about hockey tonight?
Nope.
Oh.
Go Stars.
Go Stars.
Quack.
World Cup. The Women's World Cup has now
Started.
officially. America is slated to win or picked as a favorite to win, along with there were 4 other teams that I saw. While in Europe, there was nothing else to read about, so I was like, well, I guess I'm reading about women's soccer.
Yeah.
And I like women. I don't like soccer that much, but I'll read about it.
Yeah, France and Germany are also big favorites. There's a couple other teams, but it's the U.S. is really the dominant favorite when it comes to who's going to win. They've won the last 2 World Cups. Japan is always really good.
They tied Argentina today.
Japan, yeah,
Mhm.
that was a big deal. Argentina has never won a World Cup game.
Well, they still haven't won.
Well, they drew. So they've lost every single World Cup game they've been in,
They're
and so
coloring-
a
coloring
draw was a big deal because in the points they have point system. You get 3 points for winning, 1 point for drawing, no points for losing.
Yeah, I remember.
And I know you don't like that,
I-
but it's soccer and it takes a long time to play, and so
I'm accepting how it works.
Yeah.
As a respectful observer of the Women's World Cup.
so today was a big deal for Argentina. The fact they did not lose, they didn't win.
Good job, guys. You didn't lose.
Congratulations, Argentina, for achieving the level of mediocrity that we all aspire to.
But in group play, a draw is a big deal because you also took 2 points away from a team that should have dominated you. So there's strategery to what is going on.
It's like a chess match with soccer.
It is. It is because
I can live with that.
because the other two teams looked at that going, "Wow, Japan only got 1 point. Now we actually have a shot."
Right.
So it's
So it makes it more fun.
yeah, it is a big deal.
It's more entertaining for us that are watching as we look at the brackets.
Yep. Watched Canada and Cameroon play today.
Did you?
Yeah, that was a good match.
Did you watch it at the clinic?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I will have the Women's World Cup games on at the clinic and tomorrow.
Okay. Can I
Tomorrow-
come squat at the clinic while you watch it?
Yes.
Sweet.
Hey, tomorrow 2 p.m. Central Time, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific.
Oh, crap.
U.S. versus Thailand. There should be an H in Thailand. But like I said, I was typing Taiwan and realized that's the wrong country.
So it says Thailand.
Tailland.
Hey, the
My bad,
USA is
guys.
playing Thailand.
So Thailand has a 1% chance to win this game, which is not very good.
Do you want to shout out?
You got it.
What's up, Becca? Shout out to you. Thanks for watching the show once again.
Is that your girlfriend?
No, that's
No,
my
that's
best friend's wife.
Jeremy's wife.
She
Oh,
consistently tells me that she comes to watch the show for the shout out. She's probably gone now.
Yeah. But the
We
good
gave her the
news is
shout out,
it's
now she's
usually
gone.
within the first 5 minutes. Well,
it's in the last 5 minutes.
now it's in the last 5 minutes of the show, and we gave Becca her shout out.
Yeah. So anyway,
Boom.
Thailand has a 1% chance to win this game tomorrow,
Wow.
which is not good.
So you're saying
So
there's a chance.
If they win, if they tie,
So
How much are you going to bet on that game?
nothing because the odds are terrible.
Just bet $1.
bet you won't.
To win $1.01,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's not very much. So because
So one
USA
more cent than you had before.
USA has a 96% chance to win. Thailand has a better chance of drawing that game than winning at 3%.
Well, to bet on that then.
No, because then I'm betting against USA.
Fine. Oh, because they're playing the USA. Never mind. I'm sorry.
USA.
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 USA. USA. USA. USA. USA. Go Ducks!
You lost me.
Because in Mighty Ducks 2, the Ducks were Team USA.
true.
And in the finals, they had to go in and change uniforms and put the Ducks back on to come out and win the game.
I just wasn't on the same wavelength.
It's fine. I caught you up.
I moved on from hockey.
It's fine.
Mid hockey conversation, I was out.
But you can always bring it back. When we start,
It's just like
Chanting.
pancakes.
Just like pancakes. Always bring it back.
You can always bring it back to pancakes. But Women's World Cup is on tomorrow.
great.
ends the first stage of group play.
Okay.
So there's 2 more stages after tomorrow.
fantastic. And France and Germany are also favorites to win, as well as the U.S.
France look good. I watched them on Friday.
Would you rather see the U.S. women play the French women in the finals, or the USA women play against the German women in the finals?
Probably.
As a which would be a more fun game to see happen? And then I want to know which one you'd rather see for the USA women to win.
More fun would probably be U.S. That's a tough one. I think a better game maybe France and USA.
Okay.
But I think more fun would be Germany and USA because then it's like World War II. And I don't root for no Axis. Root for the Allies.
Will you look
I
this
root
up?
for neutral.
USA wears Nike.
Yeah.
Yes,
I know
they do.
that. What does Germany
So-
wear?
Puma, I believe.
There's no way. No way it's Puma.
Look up.
Nike.
That's women. That's USA.
Oh.
Look up
I said
Germany.
Germany. Why
I already knew what the USA
Yeah,
were.
we know. So, and this is actually a big deal. This is very pro feminist movement. So
Adidas.
this is the first time.
Wear Adidas.
Oh, well, that makes
Yep.
sense.
Yep.
They're
So
German
they're based-
company.
Yep.
So Puma does Dortmund, I believe.
Hey, we can't wear Adidas that day. Holder.
Don't do it.
I'll wear what I.
No, you listen to me right now.
Oh yes sir, yes sir.
When the USA plays Germany in the finals, if that happens, we can't wear Adidas that day. We just
Gotta go
any
Nikes.
other day. We have to wear Nike that day.
Yes sir, sir.
Thank you.
Gotta go Nike.
What if I don't have any Nikes? I got Vans.
Then you gotta go buy some.
I'm not buying Nikes.
Vans are fine.
Okay, thanks.
That's acceptable.
I'll draw a swoosh on the side.
Don't even have to.
So this.
I want you to Google a picture of Nikes that day.
Okay.
That's it.
I'll look at Jordans on StockX.
Fair enough.
All right.
I love it.
So this is the first year that the women's team has had their own jerseys designed for the women. So usually Nike creates new World Cup kits. That's what jerseys are called. So their kits for World Cup come out for the men's team the year before,
Okay.
and then the women wear the same thing the next year.
Oh.
This is the first time that Nike actually said, we are going to do a separate kit for the women's national team and design it with them in mind.
That's
So pretty much every other country wears the same thing that the men wear. And so they always design new stuff for the men, but the women basically get the hand-me-downs. And so this is the first time that Nike said, no, we are designing everything new for the women. However, there is a licensing issue because the licensing goes even to both the men and the women. And so like if you buy a number 10 USA jersey, that is also the men's number 10 versus the women's number 10. And a lot of people would buy number 10 for Carly Lloyd, who is a fantastic player. And like the women's side would not get the money for the merchandising. And the women in U.S. soccer actually bring in more money.
well
than
because
the
they're
men,
better.
Because they're way better. Because the men's suck.
Okay, hats.
The U20 though, the U20 looked good this year. They lost to Ecuador in the quarterfinals of the Under-20 World Cup the other day.
At least, to your point, at least Nike has stepped out and said, "Hey, we're going to do something cool specifically for the women," which I think they should have done that years ago.
Yes.
Based on not only their success, but just like plain and simple, like that's. Oregon has yet to wear the same uniform combination in the last 30 years.
And how many games do they have to play to have the same combination? It's like thousands.
They're never going to wear the same uniform combo ever. From that simple fact, like one of our nation representative teams and the one that seems to be the most successful, we're not. How did it take so long?
It's a very good question.
Okay, well, good for thank you that
3,344.
thank you that we're actually doing that.
3,344 games until Oregon gets the same combo. Yeah, and the women have to wear the same thing. Who are the best in the world?
Well, but it's changed now. Now they have their own kit.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Now they just need to see the money from it.
Okay. Well, baby steps apparently.
Unfortunately.
Why? I don't know. That concept is stupid. Baby steps. Wait, why? Are they babies? No. They're grown women winning world championships.
They are literally the best. There is nobody better than them.
So
and
you're
yet we can't
so they're
we
not
can't
babies?
pay them the same amount of money. You know about this, right?
Go ahead, tell me.
So I don't know the exact numbers, but like the men get paid so X amount per game, and so there's essentially a minimum, and if they win, they get extra money, and if they lose, they get paid X amount of dollars. The women only get paid if they win. They don't get paid if they lose.
That's probably why
The
they win a
whole
lot.
thing?
So yeah, so even though they both represent,
They only get paid if they win the whole thing?
no, just a game. Well, so like if they play a friendly game, if they lose, they don't get paid anything.
What?
What is this? The Soviet Union?
Yeah.
What the freaking crap?
So if you play for
breed
Team
winners.
USA, yeah, or if you play for U.S. soccer, I shouldn't say Team USA. That's too broad. If you play for U.S. soccer, if you are a man, you get paid more than you do if you're a woman. But the women are better. So it's a very unfair system, and
Bruh.
we need to change it. That if you
Dude,
if you
can
represent your
can
country,
we start a petition or something?
it's been started. There's lawsuits going on. They're working on it. But my theory
You're
is
working on it. All you have to do is go, okay, pay 'em.
Yeah, if you represent USA, you should be paid the same amount. It doesn't matter, man, woman, whatever. If you play a sport for Team USA
Event.
if you
Take it easy there,
participate
Dr.
in an
Blake.
athletic event or sport, then it should be the same across that athletic event or sport. Like if you play
I
soccer,
agree.
you
I
should get
agree
paid the same.
100%. I agree 100%.
It is silly that we have to make this a thing.
If anything, if there's a line that's drawn, it should be based off of success.
And the women should
What's
get
up,
paid
Lauren
more.
Chapin? The women should be paid more for USA Soccer because they're better.
Amen. I agree.
I would argue there are more people in America willing to watch the women play than the
No.
men.
Nope. No, that's actually wrong.
Well, let's start a petition. In my house, there are more people willing to watch the women play soccer than the men.
All right. That's a start. Well, watch tomorrow at 2 p.m. Tune in. They need the numbers. I think if they get TV numbers, that will also help.
Can I get on the YouTube thing?
Yes.
Okay.
FS1.
Will you text,
Or Fox.
Will you
I don't
text and remind me?
Yes.
Thank you. Boom. Okay. Anything else that we
I know Tyson was saying something about track.
track?
There was track events going on.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I heard this.
As a former track athlete myself, track's boring.
Mm-hmm.
Except that who does that woman run for?
But I like
She
it.
set a
I love
record.
it.
Wasn't there a record set for some event this year?
Nike started as a shoe provider for track.
Makes sense.
If you didn't know.
They're still like one of
Just
the
saying.
best track shoes, correct?
If I'm going to buy a track shoe, I'm buying Nike. If I'm going to buy a football shoe, I'm going to buy a Nike. If I'm going to buy a baseball shoe, I just bought a New Balance.
There you go. That's where it's at.
Yeah. So if I'm going to buy a basketball shoe, I'm buying a Jordan.
And I was given
I think Brooks actually makes better track shoes now.
Brooks is up there,
Throwing that
but
out there.
Nike's also really good.
No, yeah, they're good. Just
I'm still buying a Nike.
Yeah,
Period.
Nikes just look cooler.
Yeah. What you wearing? You got Nikes on? Yeah. What is that? It's a Brooks. What?
anyone who knows Brooks knows that they're really dang good shoes.
Oh, I know what a Brooks. I know what a Brooks is.
And he's still going Nike
Hey, all day.
all day.
I will buy a Nike over a Brooks based on one thing and one thing alone.
Phil Knight?
Fashion.
Oh.
Fashion.
Because Brooks they look like a shoe that you named after somebody named Brooks. What are we gonna call it? I don't know.
What's your name?
What's that intern's name? Brooks? Name it.
Name it. Write it up.
Seriously right now? Like, who was sitting around that table and said, good idea?
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
I know who was sitting around the table and said, when they said Bush League Sports Show, and we said, yeah, that's a great idea. So the kid from Tech ran the fastest 100-meter time in the world this year.
There it is.
Will you stat that thing? What time is that? That's complimentary of Tyson Linarose, who will probably give us the time here in just 1 second once the delay hits after the 10 seconds that Zuckerberg just can't fix for some reason.
There it is.
986.
Divine. Oh.
986. Somebody from Tech ran a 986.
Oh, give me a second. Duru. ODUDURU.
Is this men or women?
Men.
Okay.
Tyson,
can you say that name out loud for us?
What was the time?
986.
986.
Well, then that high school kid ran that 9-9,
98.
right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With the wind, but still for high school.
That's fast. We forgot during our baseball segment to mention when we talked about Tech going to Omaha for the College World Series. 1, congratulations to the Red Raiders. Number 2, our boy Caleb Killian.
I said his name.
Yeah,
Did you say it?
Yeah.
Oh,
You didn't listen
we
to
didn't
what I
make a
said.
big enough deal of it that I even register we were addressing it.
Well, we know him.
Well, what
Address
happened
our
was
boy.
Holders or Produce's cues happened, and the Sod Poodle song started playing.
Caleb Killian was drafted in the 8th round, went to the San Francisco Giants. Hats off to Killian. We knew him when. We knew him when.
He was tiny.
He was an elementary school kid just playing a little bit of select ball coming out of coach pitch.
Look at him
Back
now.
in the day, look at him now.
He'll
Going to
be-
be wearing the orange and white and black. Is it black?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But for right now, he'll be wearing the red and black, and we'll probably start a game in the College World Series.
You still get to play even if you're drafted. You
Oh,
still
yeah.
Yeah.
They all,
finish.
they
Okay.
all still play.
That kid
Very
from
cool.
there was that kid from UCLA that was drafted in like the 3rd round. He was playing a game.
And he got drafted.
He got drafted.
In the game.
Didn't know he got drafted. Went up to the plate, hit a home run, and then he was celebrating with his teammates. His dad came to the dugout and told him, and he said, "Dad, you're ruining the moment." The moment was ruined by his dad telling him he got drafted.
So,
College World Series, man. That's where it's at.
Josh, is that a Young?
Jung.
Is it Young or Jung?
Could go either way.
I'm going to say it's going to be Young. 8th overall to the Rangers
He's,
coming
also,
out of
he's
Tech.
also a Tech player, yeah.
Yeah. Well, knowing
They
the
were
Rangers,
stacked this year.
Oh, they're real good. And then there's a reason why they're going to Omaha.
yeah, knowing the
So
Rangers,
they
he'll
scored
probably
4 runs in the last.
he'll probably start next year for the Rangers.
Or in a week and a half,
Yeah.
as soon as the
Yeah.
tournament's over. DBU did not make it to the tournament, but we did have 6 guys go in the draft.
I was say
once
y'all
again.
also lost half your team.
We lost 9 guys last year, and then we sent 6 this year.
There you go.
Dude, for being a
Producing
small
machine.
school, we are. Yeah, so it is Young. Thank you. And Tyson pronounced out loud for us, Odudaru. Odudaru.
A doodoroo.
Sure. I agree.
Fast. He's fast. That's all we know.
He's fast as Devlin. That's what we know.
There's something wrong with your Devlin.
With that being said, hey, thanks for joining us tonight on the Bush League Sports Show every Monday night during the year, but only twice in June and twice in July. 8:45 on Facebook and YouTube. Also, check us out at Instagram, BL Sports Show. Sports memes will be coming at you hot starting once again this week because we are now back shifting in gears to work mode, bringing you sports fun, fantastic voice of the Bushies, opportunities. Share your thoughts, share the show. Hearts emojis, thumbs up, fire things, and pancake emojis are welcome as always. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.